Alright, come on in, hit the like button, think about subscribing if you're already. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, but most importantly, welcome to the Berserker family. So this is my honest opinion / review for the 2026 action film called Shelter, starring Jason Statham. Here's the plot. On a remote coastal island, a former assassin living in self-imposed exile rescues a young girl from a deadly storm. As their lives start to intertwine, he must protect the orphan while rattling enemies from his past. Here's some of the cast. The way this went was actually quite surprising. I figured it would be just another on the one location type of Jason Statham small budget project film. But it wasn't. I do wish they told you where this took place country-wise, but I kind of had a feeling it was around Ireland, UK, and Scotland by all the documentaries and stuff that I remember from kind of the surroundings of the islands and how the accents and kind of cities. So who knows? Could even be Denmark. I don't know. It's on an island, so I do wish they would have told you, just as an extra, I guess you'd say, because it doesn't really matter to the plot at all. But it's a nitpick, if anything, and it doesn't really go down on the movie. It's just throwing that in there that I kind of wish they did. I will say the action sequences was fantastic. Not necessarily a big fan of handheld shaking shooting, but wasn't close to the worst thing I've experienced. But the takedowns and definitely the kills was pretty cool and creative. What I love about this is they did such a great build up, but didn't just dump all the information at you all at once. They kept the mystery while giving you little throughout the story, on top of the building the bond between the characters, making it more emotional while also giving you a break. So here's my rating, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. So in my strong opinion, this was a solid film with a good amount of heart and action. But it wasn't just straight up action throughout the entire film. And that gets tiresome, to be honest, at least in my opinion. There's certain films like John Wick that you expect that. And I'm perfectly fine with that. But it's just like a lot of films you'll get where it's just they go on lead the whole stories on action, like constant all the way. The fast thing, as soon as you started watching about 5 minutes or 10 minutes in, they go right in it. Which can be good and bad, but, it does, again, it gets tiresome when it's just like constant. Depending on, the thing. It's just great to have a story is what I mean, eventually, have the heart to it. A little more of a break type of thing to it while having good action that actually is not like a Michael Bay thing where you get, constant useless action to the plot. There was actual action in here that was to the plot. So, yeah, I mean, I can't really complain that much about it. And this is definitely one of the better Jason films that I've seen, for sure. And I'm kind of biased when it comes to Jason Statham because I love majority of his films, even if they're like okay or kind of below average. They're always entertaining no matter what. There's been a couple things that I like 2 or 3 films that I personally seen that I actually hated with him in it, but he did a good job. But it's very rare in my personal experience, for me personally. So, but speaking of which, please leave your thoughts down below. Until the next time, remember I love you all. Please stay safe, spread the love, most importantly, Skull.